Welcome back. As the official fuel of the NHL, Esso is proud to fuel Canada's love for hockey. Esso, dedicated to Canada's game for over 80 years. On to the big board, brought to you by Bet365. We welcome in Jamal Mayer. So I have another skill testing question for you, Jamal. When you see young talent and you coach kids in St. Louis, you'll say to them all the time, do you want to be a goal scorer or...
do you want to be a hockey player?
Bingo.
And there is a difference.
and I think
there is a difference, as you know, Rod.
That's what Rod Brindamore seems to have done with his Carolina Hurricanes. Would you agree?
There's no question. And what he's done is really found a way to give them an identity and own it. And now that it was his idea to play this way, they're kind of playing exactly how he's always wanted them to do, every single one in the lineup. And
Svechnikov is a guy. I mean, he's got 8 goals, so he is a goal scorer. But, yeah, complete player, it seems now.
Yeah, he really is. And he's an absolute beast. In today's NHL, he is a power forward. He sets the tone physically for how they want to play. And I believe he's going to be a problem for the Florida Panthers. And you said it. He's got 8 goals in 10 games. He's a +6, and he's on a 3-game goal streak. And he has always been a playoff performer. In 61 games, 45 points, playing on the top line with Aho and Jarvis. He's a guy who drives a play, can score on the power play, chips in offensively, not afraid to get to the dirty areas to score goals as well. So he is going to be difficult to handle.
Your dear friend Chris here and the men have been talking a little bit about that third line matchup, and I know that's a focus for you as well.
It's going to be really interesting. You think about the Florida Panthers and how well that third line has played with Marchand on it, with Lundell and Listerainen. In fact, those three are in the top 4 of scoring for the Florida Panthers. But you look on the other side of Carolina as well, with Stahl, Martinook, and Carrier. They only have 2 goals, but they play a sharp defensive game. They have the right mindset. They drive play, kill penalties, and play in all different situations. Going to be an interesting matchup to see those third lines go against each other.
Fantastic as always. Jamal Mayers and the Big Board, brought to you by Bet365. Whatever the moment, it is never ordinary at Bet365. Well, you never give up on a good hockey player. Taylor Hall is a great example of that, his first conference final. Now, there's been 61 first overall draft picks in NHL history. 18 have won the Cup. That's close to 30%. But only 5 men have been first overall and then won the Cup with a different team. And there you see the list, 2 guys in 86. Rob Ramage did it twice, Joe Murphy and Eric Johnson. And now Taylor is hoping to be number 6.
No one could have expected the blockbuster bombshell, the Hurricanes, acquiring Mikko Rantanen and Taylor Hall in a 3-team trade.
Taylor Hall is now a Carolina Hurricane, so Taylor gets an opportunity to go to a team that's obviously a well-oiled machine.
Obviously, I was excited. It had been a tough first part of the year with the Blackhawks. We were, pretty low in the standings, and I didn't love the role that I had, and felt that I had a lot more to give, and I feel like I proved that here. But coming here has been it's been great. I was excited to come and get started, and to come and be in the spot that we're in now. I wasn't thinking that far ahead, but it's been a fun journey.
He's pretty easygoing, so he knows when to kind of turn it on, and I'm not going to say activate dad mode or whatever, but lay the hammer down a little bit. But yeah, he's awesome. He definitely helps with kind of calming everybody down, and he's someone who never seems too flustered. So when you see him in these big moments, kind of whatever seems like nothing's going on, it's fun. It's easy to watch and kind of replicate that.
It does rejuvenate you, and after so many years in your career, I think you just want to win, and you want to be on a good team that has guys that want the same thing.
Taylor Hall, one-time MVP of the NHL, one-time first pick overall.
He's been a great ad here in Carolina.
Taylor Hall has been searching.
I think, you say he's done it all. I think there's one thing he hasn't done. And I think, especially at later stages of your career, I think your mindset changes a little bit. And I think he's come in and just said, listen, I'm not the guy. I want to be a guy that's part of something special.
We brought him in thinking this is someone who might be a fit and we might want to keep. And over time, it became clear pretty quickly it was fitting exactly the way we hoped it would. And so, we started talking to his agent pretty early on about what a deal would look like, and ultimately got to something that made sense for both sides.
They score! Taylor Hall!
I just want to keep doing this, year after year, and I really think that if you look forward, there's a team here that can do that. I have a son coming in October, so I wanted to know, where we would be as a family and have a chance to get settled and do all that. So there's a lot that goes into it, but at the end of the day, I love playing hockey here and wanted to do that for a few more years.
Now the lead pass for Hall. Moving in on Thompson. He scores!
It is the motivator. I don't think he's looking for anything else but that. We've done a lot of things over the years, but there's still something out there that we know everybody's chasing, and feel like he's right in that group now, or that's his last thing that he needs to check off the list.
I think it's fair to say that's the ultimate goal, and that's why we're here. That's what everyone's striving towards and building towards all season long. It's been 15 years for me, and I haven't been able to make it this far, so just trying to take it all in, but enjoy this process with my teammates.
Another great story to cheer there. Brad Marchand, you heard, 10 times, 10 points or more. Cole Bieksa's favorite, Sebastian Aho, has done 10 points in each of his first 7 seasons. Great matchup next.
Sportsnet. During the Ford It's a Big Deal event, we asked the tough questions. Like, what if an offer on an F-150 looked as good as an F-150? Right now, get a big deal when you lease this F-150 for $110 a week. This deal won't last forever.
Sometimes it pays to be a bad fan. Every game is your game when you bet with Sports Interaction.
Hey guys, what can I get started for you today?
Bananas away, regular?
And I'll have the Rip Berry, but can I get vanilla oat milk? And I'll add spinach and ginger. And can I substitute the raspberries for strawberries? Also add the chia and hemp seed, and definitely have the Power Booster and the Collagen Booster. And can I get that blended twice?
Wow.
For Alicia, Custom Chaos? One of a kind.
You're one of a kind.
Booster Juice, freshly made your way.
I worry about my rivets, not my ratings. I climb scaffolding, not the pop charts. Accolades. I'll cheers to that.
Esso has always fueled Canada's passion for hockey. In 1936, we sponsored the first NHL radio broadcast, and the 3 stars of the game were invented based on the 3 stars in our logo. By 1952, Esso's sponsorship expanded to TV. Today, as the official fuel of the NHL, Esso proudly supports all 7 Canadian teams. Esso, dedicated to Canada's game for over 80 years.
I need to say something.
Okay.
I don't want to burden you.
You won't.
The cantaloupe. They got to knock on it lightly. Shouldn't sound like nobody's home.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, done. I also do that.
Nice long inhale.
We're good?
Hold up. Okay, we're good.
We're live in the community park with
Kasha.
Really looks like you have to dig deep for that second sun salutation. Take us through it.
I take it one pose at a time, Faisal, and leave it all out there for the team. And I just want to dedicate this one to them. It's a big win for the whole community.
The Participation Community Challenge presented by Novo Nordisk. Win the title of Canada's most active community.
It's where stealing
is strongly discouraged.
Textbook baseball.
Sportsnet.
Palmolive Liaise.
Stanley Cup's on Sportsnet, presented by Instacart. Get groceries delivered in as fast as 60 minutes from your favorite stores. Instacart, groceries that over-deliver. The National Hockey League on Sportsnet presents the Stanley Cup Playoffs.
Hi, I'm Billy Idol, and this is the Stanley Cup Playoffs on Hockey Night in Canada! Yeah! Lift my home for jet black gold. Sold my soul in a fever, in a fever. Change my name, a suicide game. Machine guns on my t-shirt. It's been a long ride, but the ride is all I know. I'm still best. Now I am alone. Next to me, right here in my phone. I'm still best. Now I'm in control. I got everything I need next to me. Yeah, let's take the oath. Say yeah, yeah, yeah. Say yeah, yeah, yeah. Say yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel
Hello, Canada and hockey fans in the United States and Newfoundland.
This is Hockey Night in Canada on Sportsnet.
You want action? We've got action for you here tonight.
He's got a step. He's in. Scores.
Absolutely amazing. So in 1584, a guy named Sir Walter Raleigh sailed from London for the New World and landed in North Carolina. 400 years after that, close to 400, 1981, a guy named Billy Idol sailed from London to America, did his first show at Hoover Dam, got us all dancing, and we're still dancing. Billy Idol, thank you for that. There you have it. You heard him. Okay, Sportsnet's proud to present the Stanley Cup Playoffs, presented by Instacart. Round 3, Game 1. Good evening. We're pleased to welcome Chris Pronger to the coverage. Kevin Bieksa is home for just a couple of days. Obviously, Elliot and Kelly. Let's get down to the rink first and set the scene with Kyle Bukauskas. Kyle, to you.
Now, Ron, just one lineup note here for tonight. Scott Morrow is going to make his Stanley Cup playoff debut on defense for Carolina, as Jalen Chatfield still not quite ready to go, but he is skating. Anton Lundell left warm-ups early, but he will play just fine for the Panthers. Rod Brindamore and Paul Maurice were both saying today the difference in this series could end up being who can make more special plays. For the Hurricanes, Andrei Svechnikov may very well have a say in that. Was not able to play in the conference final 2 years ago against Florida due to a knee injury, but here he was getting his hands warm just before 5:30 local. He said he's got a better feel for his game right now than at any other point this year. This is the display in the Hurricanes dressing room. On the right, the chain link, a reminder you're only as strong as the weakest one. On the left, a hatchet that was given to them by Delta Force. It will take a lot of sacrifice to knock off the force that is the Panthers, who with their additions look even stronger than they were a year ago. And Brad Marchand is feeling right at home.
Really excited about this opportunity.
Did you bring a suitcase big enough to last a few days in Raleigh?
Damn right I did.
We'll see you there. Congratulations.
Thanks, bud.
So Marchand and the Panthers, no issue carrying the extra baggage that comes with being the defending champs. Ron.
John Bartlett, Gary Galley with you there, Kyle. So great power play for the Hurricanes. Better penalty kill, 93%, and 80 shot attempts. That's for Kevin. 80 shot attempts per game, whereas Florida, the defending champions, their big one is the hits. So, Chris, 47 per game, by the way, for the Florida Panthers, hits per game. The delay, it's been 5 days off for the Carolina Hurricanes. Since 2014, teams with 4 or more days off, just 7 and 11 in Game 1 of the conference finals. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I was never a big proponent of days off, especially in the playoffs. Your body acclimates to the pounding it takes, to the physical toll it takes.
every other night you're playing a hockey game. In this case, when you have 4, 5, 6 days off, people think you're going to be able to recover, you're going to be able to rest. Most of the time, your injuries are worse after 5 days off, so it becomes an issue long-term, I think.
Well, for Florida, I'm wondering, they get a lot of points from their defense. In fact, 27 points. So see if that relentless forecheck pressure that you talked about, Chris, if Carolina can get on and make it hard for their D.
The guy Kyle showed, Svechnikov, I think he's the biggest X factor in this series. Has to be great for Carolina, and I am blinded by Chris's Stanley Cup ring.
That is a beautiful ring. It came the year after Edmonton went to Raleigh, North Carolina, and Eric Cole was their inspiration. He returned for the Hurricanes in that series in game number 6. So Panthers at 98 points, the Canes at 99. 1 apart as they collide. Eric Cole will do the Storm warning. Enjoy.
Who I did not take a suspension on.
Okay.
The Silverado Trail Boss.
I need to say something.
Okay.
I don't want to burden you.
You won't.
The cantaloupe. They got to knock on it lightly. Shouldn't sound like nobody's home.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, done. I also do that.
Would you like the extended warranty for $150?
Go ad-free for $29.99.
Wallpaper or paint?
Only 3 easy payments of $49.99 if you act now.
We make thousands of financial decisions every day. Each one affects bigger decisions tomorrow. Stay on top of it all with the CIBC Smart Account.
As advertised, Mr. Eric Cole.
Winded.
To the ice for the start of game 1. Your Carolina Hurricanes. And now the starting lineup for the Carolina Hurricanes. At for number 22, Logan Gangstone. For number 71, Taylor Hall. And for number 96, Jack
Raleigh, North Carolina, where the Hurricanes and their fans are unapologetically themselves. Back in 2019, when this run all started with Rod Brindamore at the helm, they were a bunch of jerks, too much fun. Well, now, in 2025, they have been labeled as boring. And you knew this city was going to lean right into that. It's got them 8 wins in 10 games. They have been perfect in this building in the playoffs. Boring is the new sexy. And what makes a team great is the characters. The Florida Panthers, defending Stanley Cup champions, have a lot of them. Sam Bennett, Matthew Tkachuk was a big part of this series 2 years ago. Will he be this time around? Game 1, Eastern Conference Final. Can't possibly be boring.
And tonight's colors, the Wake Forest Fire Department Honor Guard. Now at this time, please rise if you are able. Kindly remove your caps and join us as we honor America with the singing of the Star Spangled Banner. Performed this evening by Adam Lee Decker.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets surrender, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Halfway there with 8 wins down and 8 to go. We kick off the Final Four tonight in Carolina as the Hurricanes host the Florida Panthers in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Final. This is the first conference final in over 13 years to feature 2 starting goalies aged 35 or older. The last time was in 2011 when Dwayne Rollison took on Tim Thomas. But it's Sergei Bobrovsky who's allowed 2 goals or less in each of his last 4 playoff games against Toronto, with a .957 save percentage in those games in net for Florida. While Frederik Andersen is 2-0 in series opening games this year with a .97 goals against, .947 save percentage in those games. In fact, his career save percentage in Game 1s is the second highest since it was first tabulated in 1956. Rod Brindamore has got the troops ready, and he's ready to go. Look at him charge his way after the starting lineup, right on out of the dressing room to the bench, and he'll take on his old buddy and protege, Paul Maurice, who after knocking off his former team in Toronto gets to try it again against Carolina. Rematch from 2 years ago with the Prince of Wales Trophy and a trip to the Stanley Cup Final awaiting the winner. And we get a hand pass called 9 seconds in.